name's Fiona Anderson and I work at the Scottish Parliament as an IT help desk specialist. That principally involves taking phone calls from either MSPs or their staff or Scottish parliamentary staff with some form of IT problem or question. Originally I applied for a short-term contractor position. That was because I had just moved up from the south of England and needed a job fairly quickly. I got that. The contract was renewed several times, and ultimately a permanent vacancy came up, which I applied for in the normal way through the advert in the Scotsman, and was lucky enough to get it. Before I came to the Parliament, I was doing an IT help desk job with Norwich Union down in Worthing on the south coast of England, near Brighton. I was very studious, very quiet, very good at my schoolwork. So I was directed, not so much directed in the subjects. The way the streaming worked for the classes you went into was based on our last exams at primary school. So I did well at primary school, so I was put into a high class at secondary school, which meant I automatically did certain subjects like Latin, which was not a lot. Well, it was quite good fun, but I didn't learn very much, I'm afraid. No, I didn't really have a clue. Wasn't vague notion of being a sculptor when I was 8. Thought about art school, but I don't know if I decided I wasn't good enough or I got the idea that I might not make any money from that. So I probably picked up an idea that I needed to do a job that I could earn my living at some point, but I had no idea what that was going to be. I went to lots and lots of careers fairs and just confused myself with thinking that everything sounded really interesting and not getting any specific ideas on what I was going to do. So I thought, I'll go to university. That seemed like a good way to get some breathing space. And I was a bit too young to join any of the armed forces, which seemed another way of getting some breathing space. So I did arts, again, a nice general subject where I could choose all sorts of things that interested me without having to decide right away what am I going to do at the end of it. Victoria Wine's part-time sales assistant, first job that came up. I still didn't really know what I wanted to do, but I didn't want to go into teaching, which is a general, it's a sort of accepted thing to do if you've got a general degree. But I didn't want to do that, so retail seemed like another good idea. So I had vague notions of maybe running Marks and Spencer's one day, but started with Victoria Wine because that's where the job was. I moved from, perhaps not typically, I moved from Victoria Wine to Mothercare. Again, a job came up at the right time in the right place, so that was an interesting jump. Yeah, stayed in retail for quite a long time until I discovered that office work paid better and you were less likely to have annoyed customers actually coming into the shop and shouting at you. So I thought, oh, that sounds interesting. So that's when I got into insurance work. And from there into the IT work, because the customer service aspect of the insurance work was very helpful in that. Plus I had been training other staff in IT systems because I was just interested in it, and I like training, I'm good at that. So I was able to use those skills in the IT section. Being made redundant from the Scottish Ballet, that was a pretty major one. It was a big influence in an unexpected way because I didn't get much redundancy money, so I went on holiday to Greece. And I liked it, so I got a job where I'd been on holiday and stayed out there for the summer. Met a lot of lovely people, had a great time, and also met my partner, who's from the south of England, who I can't really see how I would have bumped into him otherwise. And I wish I'd got more work experience when I was at school in different areas that would have maybe given me more of a taste of other things that I might want to try out later.